list. I sent a picture of the Psoas. I think it is...
It's just now 10.
Okay.
I hadn't hit live yet.
That's okay. Hello and welcome. I sent a picture. We are going to work all on the floor today. You'll simply need props maybe to sit on in the middle of class and for Shavasana. We're going to focus on the Psoas and more about getting the psoas muscle to release its tension. If you're on my email list, I sent you a picture, and I think it's just so important to understand what's going on in there, right? So we spend decades and decades living in these amazing bodies, and we don't have any idea what's really going on inside, for the most part, for most of us. So the pictures I send along, I think, are really helpful to understand the poses that we're doing. So the psoas muscle connects your thigh bone real high up at the thigh. It crosses over your hip socket. So if the psoas muscle is tight and constricted and therefore dry, it will restrict your leg from swinging in the socket. So you could find yourself taking shorter steps. So maybe when you wake up or you've been sitting for a long time and you go to stand up and you just feel like you need a few moments to get going. This is a dry, stiff, dehydrated psoas. It crosses over the hip socket, so that's one of the things that it can do, and it comes back behind your organs and it connects to your lumbar. So where you have your curve here, your lumbar spine. So if we have any kind of pain, discomfort in the lower back, the psoas muscle is holding some tension. Now, it's not just the psoas muscle. Of course, all the muscles work together like an orchestra. There's not one muscle moving my body right now. The muscles all work together and they're all connected by fascia, connective tissue. So we're never really working on just one muscle group. But the psoas muscle tends to compensate. So say you are limping because your toe hurts or your ankle is sore, or your knee hurts, or you just had surgery on your hip, or just anything. Maybe you just have the habit of always wearing a heavy bag on one shoulder. And you just kind of hold yourself up on one side. The psoas, one being on each side, is going to sense that unevenness in the body, and it's going to compensate for you. It's going to say, okay, I'll just hold tighter on this side so that you can do this weird thing that you're doing. And over time, this can start to develop, a holding pattern. What we'll do today is work on contracting the psoas muscle gently so that it will release its tension. And see if we can get ourselves a little more evened up. And I love this work. My right side is my tight side. I have arthritis in my right big toe. I've sprained my big toe on the right side. I've sprained my right ankle. I have, not so much anymore, but clicking and popping in the right hip. So the psoas on my right side is tighter than my left side. And when I do this work, I feel even throughout the day. And if I don't do it, by the end of the night, I'm doing yoga in bed to make myself more even. So I want to take it nice and slow today. We're going to break down this tuck and untuck so you really feel. We're going to begin on our back, feet on the ground, knees bent. Got all these little beams of light coming in. This piece of paper has a little dot. Okay. Feet on the floor, knees bent. Feet and knees are separated. If you want to let your knees rest into each other for the first few breaths, that can be a little easier. Separating the feet, turning the toes forward. Arms rest, hands rest on the front of your hips or out to the sides, palms up. And let's just take a few breaths. So the inhale is going to expand into the front and the back of the torso. So inhale, feeling the breath expand towards the sky and towards the floor. Enjoy a slow exhalation. Again, inhaling into the front and the back of the torso. Now take a couple of breaths. I like to place the backs of my fingers on my side ribs and feel the breath expand into the sides so you feel like you're breathing wide. Notice if the breath seems to move evenly into the left and right side. Place one hand at the collarbone and one hand down at your pubic bone, just below the belly button there, and breathe into your hands. Having a sense of the breath creating a feeling of lengthening in the torso. We're doing this breathing practice to get the diaphragm to begin to move. The psoas and the diaphragm have a relationship. Let's rest the hands. And now take a couple of breaths, 2 or 3, and feel the breath expand in all directions. Front, back, into the sides, top and bottom. Noticing how when you inhale and the lungs expand, you'll feel the belly rise. You can even place your hand on your belly lightly. So that happens because when your lungs expand, the diaphragm moves and it moves all of your organs down so they pooch out towards the sky. And as you exhale, the belly will soften back towards the ground. Last one. And then separating your knees and feet about hip width apart. Let's begin our movement. And we're going to take this tuck and untuck nice and slow today. I'm going to ask you to untuck. So that means the belly is going to lift to the ceiling. The back is going to arch off the floor. And then we're going to slowly relax. I would like you to count to 12. I'll see if I can count for you. Ready? So we're going to move the pubic bone away from the face. Feel the lower back slowly arch away from the ground. Feel the belly moves to the sky. And then nice and slow, begin to release. Take 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's how slowly I want you to go. Ready? Let's do it again. Arching the back, you feel the pubic bone moves down, The lower back lifts away from the floor. We're going to hold it for a moment. The belly side, the front of the torso is open and stretchy, and the back is contracting. Release it very slowly for the count of 12, 11, 10, nice and slow. Watching the back settle back towards the ground. When you're ready, do it again. Move the pubic bone down, arching the lower back. The back is contracting, the front is expanding. We're going to hold it for a moment. We're contracting those muscles where the psoas meets the spine, and then slowly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now I feel like I kind of wiggle myself a little longer, moving my shoulders away from my butt. Let's go the other direction. Ready? We're going to draw the belly button in towards the spine. The pubic bone moves towards my face. My back is flattening into the ground. My abdominal muscles are contracting. I want you to place your hand on your belly and make sure your belly is sucking down towards the floor, not pooching up to the sky. And slowly relax. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Everything relaxes. Do it again. Hand on your belly. Start to feel the belly button draw down. Pull it in towards the spine. And you feel the back begin to flatten into the ground. The pubic bone is moving towards your face. The abdominal muscles are pulling in. The front is contracting. The back is lengthening. And then slowly relax. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything relaxes the whole body. And we'll do that one more time. Ready? Draw the belly button in. Feel the back flatten to the ground. Pubic bone moving towards your face. Hold that tension. And relax super slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just notice what the body's doing. And at the end, relax completely. And now nice and slow, just go back and forth like a flow. So I'm going to draw the belly in, feel the back flatten. Let the pubic bone move away, feel the back arch away from the ground. Back flattens. Notice how you're getting this movement all the way up to your nose. And we really turned everything on. Everybody knows how to participate, the muscles of the body. Last one. And then relax in neutral. All right, we're going to take that a little bit further. So we're going to take our hands behind the head. We're going to do each of these movements just 3 times. So we want to move that slowly like we were just doing. So I'm going to use my right knee so you can see, but I don't mind if you do right or left. And what we're going to do is go into the tucked position. Let me show you first. So we're going to go into the tucked position. I'm going to bring my elbows to the sky. I'm going to draw my head up and I'm going to lift my knee into my chest. And then we're going to slowly come out in your slow motion. And then we're going to let it relax. We're going to do it 3 times, and I'm going to let you move your foot out. Some of you might be able to have a straight leg and lift. Some of you may want to keep the knee bent. Okay, let's try. Take your elbows to the ceiling. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Feel yourself in the tuck, back on the floor. Now we're going to bring one knee into the chest, lifting the head. I'd like you to imagine you have a juicy peach under your chin. You don't want to get any juice all over you. Just holding it gently, have some space. Nice and slow. Take the foot down. Let the arms relax back. Take a breath. The slow coming out is really important. If you like, take your foot a little further or keep it where it was. Let's do it again. We're just changing the angle of the leg. We're going to draw the belly in, feel the back flatten. We're going to lift the elbows to the sky, lift the head, bring the knee up into the chest, draw that belly button down towards the spine. Hold it for a moment. Slowly lower the leg like we were practicing. Bring the hands back to the floor, head back, open the elbows if you can. Let everything relax. Now either do that foot movement again, keep the knee really bent, or slide the leg out long. This is the most challenging one, so listen to the body. Draw the belly in, feel the back flatten, elbows to the sky, lift your head. Keep pulling the belly in, lift the leg. Hold the contraction, suck the belly in. Stay even in the pelvis. Don't tip to one side. Belly in. Slowly lower down. And relax. Let's take both legs out. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Notice the difference between the right side and the left side. Sensing the change you feel. I feel like I'm now tipped towards the right side. That's the leg I was doing. And it feels lower to the ground and like I am laying crooked. And the other side that I didn't do, my body feels really kind of dense and up in the air. And let's bend both knees. Okay, hands behind your head. Draw the belly button into the spine, feel the back, flatten into the ground, lift the elbows to the ceiling. Keep your chin away from the collarbone, just lifting up. I'm going to bring my knee in. I'm going to hold that contraction. Belly is in, belly is in, belly is in. And nice and slow. Back to the ground. And relax everything. Try scooching the foot out a few inches. Draw the belly button in, take the elbows to the sky, the back is flat, lift your head. Lift the knee towards the chest, draw the belly in, feel the back flatten, feel that contraction through the front. The length is in the back, and super slow. Lower it down. If you're feeling fine, slide the leg out. Otherwise, keep the knee bent. Listen to the body. Ready? Draw the belly in. Elbows up, head up. Lift your leg. Does not have to come very far. It's just maybe 6 inches off the ground. Belly flat. Stay even in the pelvis. Don't tip to one side. Pull that belly in. Super duper slowly. Lower it down. Slow motion. And when you're done, slide both legs out. And you can wiggle your legs in and out like little windshield wipers. Let's take a little break here. Let's take both arms above your head. If your arms will do that today, we're going to press through the heels, reach through the arms, arch the back off the ground. Take a big breath like you're taking a yawn. And then let everything relax. Put your arms wherever you like. Waking up the body, resetting our muscles. All right, so we're going to bend one knee, push into your foot, roll to your side. And we're going to come over to the belly, but I want to demonstrate something before you're laying on your belly so that you can truly see. So just watch for a moment. We're going to come up onto our elbows and forearms and play a little bit here just to relax through the shoulders. But then we're going to do this movement that takes a little bit of practice. So my back of my hand is resting against my cheek. I'm looking into my elbow. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift the head, the hand, and the elbow at the same time. And to make it more interesting, we're going to lift the opposite leg. I'm looking into my left elbow, so I'm going to lift my right leg and then come all the way down. We'll do 3 times on each side, and then we'll change sides. All right, over you go, to your belly. When you get on your belly, take your feet apart from each other and let the toes rest in. And let's just take a little butt wiggle. So I'm just kind of scooching, squishing, swishing. There we go. Swishing the buns from side to side. And I want you to know that whenever we're doing something on the belly, if the back feels achy, just go right to this. Come up onto elbows and forearms. Press down into the arms and then sink into the arms. Press gently down into the arms and sink into the arms. So if you're feeling tight, make the movement really small. Just visit a bigger position and then leave. Visit and leave. Last one, come up and visit. Shoulders back, legs apart. Breathe into your side ribs. Feel that widening as you breathe. And then lowering down. Start in the direction that you can see me. Turn your head, placing the back of your hand in your cheek. So you just rest your hand, palm on the floor, put your cheek right on it. You're looking into your elbow. And so we're going to now, legs apart, lift the head and the elbow and the shoulder and the opposite leg. You don't have to go up real high. Come down very slowly. Relax completely. Enjoy the exit coming out slowly, watching the body. Ready? Make it small. Lift your head, your shoulder, your elbow, the opposite leg. Does not have to be high. Don't tip. Watch yourself come out very slowly, slow motion. When everything touches the ground, feel the whole body relax. Do it again, ready? Elbow, face, opposite leg. I know this feels weird. Super slow motion, down you come. Feel everything relax. Take a breath. So we're going to change. Oh, I hope you could hear me. I forgot my microphone is in my armpit. Sorry. So we're going side to, turning your head. The movement can be small. I'm going to lift my elbow, my face, my hand, the opposite leg. It doesn't have to be big. Watch yourself come down very slowly, like we were counting to 12. Feel everything relax. 2 more times. Try with your eyes closed. Coming up. We're working with a part of the brain called the motor cortex. Come down super duper slow. Last one. We are breaking up our normal patterns, so this may feel really weird for you. But that's part of the changing the patterns. Come down nice and slow. Feel yourself relax completely. Take a breath. And then roll to your side. On your side, you may need a bit of a pillow. You could use your arm, but a blanket or pillow is better. Because your arm is for, reaching for things, getting things, not laying on. That's what pillows are for. Okay. On our side, we're going to bring the knees up to a 90-degree angle. And we are just doing weird things with the body today, aren't we? My knees are at a 90-degree angle. And let's try placing the hand on the hip, just because I want you to feel something. We're going to, my head is supported, so my head is not dropping down. My bottom shoulder is pulled out. And I'm going to lift my foot away from my other foot. Now yours may not come up that far. This is my good side. So I want you to feel when your foot comes up. See how my hip also comes up? Let's do a couple of those. So when I do that, I'm lifting my foot. I'm contracting on this side. Now you could just do it like that. Come down nice and slow. And if you want, you don't have to. We're going to do 2 more of these. I'm going to place my hand over my head so that my fingers are kind of right above my ear. You can watch this one time. I'm going to lift my foot. I feel my hip hike up, and I'm going to lift my elbow. Go ahead and join me. I feel the contraction on the top side and the lengthening on the bottom side. And then I'm going to come down nice and slow. And I'm going to do it one more time. If you don't like the hand part, just do the leg part. Listen to the body. We hold the contraction. Just as important as the contraction is the coming down super duper duper slow. And relax. Side 2. Now I'm going to roll forward. I'm going to come up and switcheroo. So if you want to watch, you can too. All right. So my knees are at 90 degrees. And I'm very simply going to lift. I like to do a test run here for this one. And this is an internal rotation. And this is my stuff. So when I lift it up, I feel sensations that I wasn't feeling on the other side. We're going to hold that contraction. And then we're going to come down very slowly. You don't have to do the head, but if you think, oh yeah, I like this. Or just do the foot. So the foot comes up. We feel the hip hikes up. I feel a contraction here. I make it bigger by adding. My hand is supporting my head, contracting on the top of the waist. This is one of the movements that the Psoas will work for us and compensate. Let's do 2 more. Just do the foot and the hip, or add the head if you're feeling. Capable. Come down nice and slow. Now the sensation that I felt when I started, I don't feel it anymore, right? We are contracting muscles, holding the contraction so that coming down slowly, the body's like, oh, we're going slow. You're not scared. You're not in a hurry. There's no tiger in the room. Oh, you're relaxed. Relax completely. I love that one. The protocol is 3 or 4. I like to do that one like 10 times. Okay. Onto your back. Okie dokie. Now we're going to rotate and twist. Turn on some of those obliques to help us release our psoas. So that pillow felt so nice. If you want to watch one, I'm going to tuck like we did. This is similar to the beginning. I'm going to bring my knee in and I'm going to come up with the opposite shoulder. Hold the contraction. My other elbow is down on the ground. Get a juicy peach under my chin. I'm going to slowly come down. Relax completely. 2 more times. Tuck. Feel the back flatten first. Bring the knee in. Bring the opposite elbow to the knee. Don't tug your head. Draw the belly in. Feel the contraction. Come out super duper slow. Breathe. Last one. Feel the tuck first. Back flattens, belly down. Knee up, opposite elbow. Hold, hold, hold. Come out very slowly. And relax. Side 2, tuck. Bring the other knee in. Take the elbow, opposite elbow to the shoulder, to the knee. Super slow, come out. Again, tuck. Bring the knee in. Bring the elbow up. Hold the contraction. Super slow, come down. Take a breath. Last one, go to the tuck. Knee in, elbow up. Feel all those muscles working. And then we come down in slow motion. Take a breath, let the belly relax. And then come out. Beautiful. Take the feet wide, take the arms open. Let's do some windshield wipers and swish it all away. Both knees down to one side. Let's add the arms and the shoulders this time. If my knees are to the left, I'm going to turn my left palm up and my back right palm down. And then rotate. Knees to the other side. The direction the knees are going, that palm is up, the back hand is down. And for these first couple, I'm going to let my head turn the same direction as my knees. Make sure the feet are wide. Sometimes they kind of creep back in towards each other. If you feel resistance, tension, tightness, little sensations of discomfort, make the movement smaller. And gradually, each time you visit, it'll feel looser and looser. And you'll go further and further, but without those uncomfortable sensations. Do you have your arms twirling? You can really get them moving now. You can twirl them so that your thumbs come to the ground, and we're taking the arms and rotating those bones in the joint. Wherever you are, pause, turn your head the opposite direction of your knees, and let's do a few like that. Head turning the opposite direction of the knees. And then the last couple, let's slow it down and hold it. So if I stay over on one side, I might even gently press my foot down. The top foot presses into the ground, sending the hip forward. I can feel my butt engage on that one side. And then last time, if I press my foot gently into the floor, it's going to open up the front of the hip and engage that glute. It's going to lengthen from the knee to the ribs. That's a long psoas on that side. A short psoas is like when you're sitting. Come back nice and slow. Let's pause, take a full breath. And if you like, bring both knees into the chest, one at a time. Rock a little side to side. And then we'll come on up. So that could be a whole routine in itself. If you need to skedaddle and get on your way, if you stand up and walk around, notice how you feel. We have released tension in the psoas. That will let your legs swing in your socket. It will release tension in the lower back. It will help any tension towards the groin. Oh my. Okay. But if you're going to continue with me, we are going to sit on blankets that are folded in half. Ideally sitting up high enough. Oh, this is very purple. Good, you can't see my purple blanket. So we're going to sit with the bottoms of the feet together. You can draw the feet in. And there's a tendency to kind of want to roll back. So you can make yourself a little taller if you need to. Oh, that's better. And let's explore here with the bottoms of the feet together. If you have tension, pain, discomfort in the ankles, you could take some support and bring it under the ankle. Both, you could do both. Show it on this side, you can see a little better. Supporting the ankle. If you have a lot of pull and tension through the inner thighs, maybe sit up a little higher, put something up under your butt, or use your blocks or pillows for under your legs, supporting. There's always a way. Just kind of come off of that edge of, intense sensation. And then we're going to go a little forward. So I'm going to go forward a little bit. I notice some resistance in my right hip, and I'm going to back away nice and slow. This time I'm going to go forward, visit, and leave. Now I'm going to bring my feet forward a little bit. Boop, boop. I'm going to go forward, visit the forward bend, notice the sensation, and then leave. I'm going to move my feet out a little bit more. Visit the sensation and come back up. And now I can just use my hands to help me lower down and ease back out of it. Lower down and ease out of it. This time we're going to stay down and explore a little side to side motion. Maybe walk your hands a little bit over to the left, see what you find. Lower the head. Walk your hands through the center to the other side. Do the two sides feel different?
Can you lower your head? Coming back into the center, coming all the way down, having your feet as far in or as close to the body as you like, finding the place that's most comfortable for you today. Let the head hang, breathe into your back. Nice and slow, up we come.
Once you come back up, now bend the ankles, cross the ankles in the front. And we'll go sideways. We'll go stretchy now. Bring the hand down to the floor. Use a block if the floor is far away. And let's take the arm forward and up. Reach up like you mean it. Inhale into the side ribs. Reach, stretching up, 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 up. Scooch the arm closer to your head, and then we're going to lean in and lay the head right down on the shoulder. Maybe close your eyes and just feel the breath expanding. Rotating the chest towards the ceiling. Possibly bending the bottom elbow. I like to turn that bottom hand, my fingers turn forward. That sends the elbow out to the side. Reach through the top arm. So you feel like your hip is moving away from your fingers and coming out gracefully. The arm in the air goes up and open. Push all the way up. Closing your eyes at the top. Take a full breath. See if you can feel the difference between the right side and the left side. And then we'll change. Put the other foot in the front. And then we'll go down. Ready? Hand to the ground or a block. Bring the arm forward and up. Give me a reach like you mean it. See how the whole body changes? Inhale big. Reach, reach, reach. Scooch the arm closer to your head and then leaning in. Lay your head on your shoulder. Relax your legs. Feel the breath in the ribs, expanding the lung. Rotate the chest a little to the sky. Bend the bottom elbow if that's available for you. Move the hand out, turn the fingers forward. Really keep the butt down so your fingers are reaching away from your hip. It's a good change in the fascia. Bring the arm up and open. Come all the way up. Let's take the arms out to the sides. And now we're going to work a little fascia pull. So I'm going to bend my wrist deeply, spread the fingers really wide, press through the palms. Now take the fingers and go the other direction, like you're bringing your palms. Squeezing, squeezing. Stretching on the top, contracting on the bottom. And then one more time. Press through the palms. Now we're tightening on the top, stretching through the bottom. So good for the wrist. One more time. This time we're going to press through the palms, stay, push, push, push. Relax the palms, turn the palms up, go arms up. Interlace the fingers, bend the elbows, turn the palms to the ceiling and press straight up. Feel yourself sitting heavy on your butt. Take a breath into your side ribs. And as you exhale, press the arms a little stronger. Let your shoulders glide up towards your ears. You can give a little wiggle if you like. And then come down, bend the elbows, flip the hands. I hope you do something like that every day. Shoulders up. Let's hold them up, squeeze them up, hold them there. Take a big breath. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Take the arms back, ready, go. Palms down. Turn the palms forward, turn the palms up, open the chest. I'm slightly arched in the back. Squeeze those blades together. And relax. Then just make some circles. Just go up and back, down and around, up and back. Last one, big circle. And relax the arms. All right, let's try. Little eagle arms, so we'll make that a little bigger in the back. Take that, I'm gonna use my right arm. It's gonna look like your left. It can be my mirror, I'll say top and bottom. So I'm gonna take this hand and I'm gonna give myself a big hug. That arm goes on the top. And then I want my elbows to cross. I'm going to take my fingers and kind of walk them around towards my shoulder blades. The arm that's on the bottom, that arm comes up and the palm faces out. The arm that's on the top, I'm going to straighten the elbow and then bring that hand up. So you might have your palms, the backs of the hands touching each other, or take your hand and bring it forward and wrap it around. Thumbs face each other. And then nice and slow, we're going to round the back. We've been doing this a lot. Go into the tucked position. The belly is in, the back is rounded. My elbows and forearms move forward. I'm going to lower my head down. Breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. Coming back up onto the bones of the butt, sitting tall. Moving that pubic bone down. Back up your chin so you feel like you've got 2 or 3. We're going to go up and down with the arms. So I go up, I meet a little resistance, and then I come back out of it. Up and down. Twisting the thumbs in towards the face. And then when you come down, don't come out quite yet, and we'll go side to side. So I'm going to let my arms go bloop, bloop, bloop. And then coming out. Remember which arm was on top. Give a little jiggle. All right, side 2. So this arm comes on top. Give yourself a big hug. My microphone is getting squished. All right. So I might have the backs of my hands touching each other, or my top arm can come around. See how they twist around each other. Hopefully, maybe. Our first variation here, this is eagle arms. We're going to go back into the meaty part of the butt, draw the belly in, round the back, sink the chest, reach the elbows forward, lower your head down. This is so yummy for the neck. Put some breath between the blades. Move the pubic bone down. Find yourself sitting up tall. Nice and slow, we'll go up and down. 2 more times. Going up, just visit and leave. Visit and leave. All right, the last thing we're going to do is a little side to side motion. We're just moving tissues. We're just moving tissues. Don't make it a big deal. When you feel done, unravel. Oh, my arms. All right. So let's take the legs out. And I want to do a little twist. It's actually a big twist. And we're going to bend the right knee, and I'm going to hold on to my right knee with my left hand. My left leg is straight. I want you to do the same leg as me so I can say left and right. My left leg is my straight leg. Now, when I pull this leg in and I get this shin bone vertical, if you feel like you're falling back, go ahead and put a block back behind your hand. I don't mind if you lean back, okay? We're going to rotate into the twist a little bit and come out. So we're not going all the way. I'll demonstrate one time. I'm going to move my body into the twist, and then we're going to come all the way out and look over the other shoulder. Okay, here we go. My leg that is straight, move it forward. Feel that sit bone move forward. So my pelvis is in the twist. I'm hanging on to my shin bone. Bring the hand behind you to the floor or a block or your blanket. And now I want you to feel that straight leg moves forward. Your pelvis is in the twist. I'm going to rotate the ribs a little bit. My pubic bone is moving down. I bump into some resistance. And then I'm going to slowly come out. I'm going to look all the way over the front shoulder, turning the neck. Go back into the twist. Feel that front straight leg, left leg moves forward. The pelvis rotates. The internal organs rotate. I turn the head. Nice and slow, coming out of the twist. Looking all the way over that front shoulder. Get that nice stretchy feeling through the back of your neck. Last time. Move the pubic bone down, rotating, rotating, rotating. Shoulders are down, turning your head. Let's pause here. Take a breath. Now what I want you to do is stay in the twist. Now the only thing that comes out is your head. Keep your arms active, stay where you are. Just turn your head back towards me. Hello. And then all the way around to the shoulder. Go back to the twist. Inhale as you go. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Pausing for a quiet moment. Come out slowly. All right. Ready? Side two. Bring your hand behind. My leg that is straight, my foot and my leg have space between them. My leg that is straight is my right leg. I'm going to move that leg forward. Feel your butt move forward so you feel your pelvis come into the twist. Hang on. All right, now just rotate in a little bit. Oh my gosh, this side feels stiff. So I just meet that stiffness. I'm not as far as I can go. And then I'm going to de-rotate, turn the head. Go again, rotate. Everything comes out of the twist, turning the head back over that shoulder. On this side, I don't feel that same stretchy feeling in my neck. Going back into the twist. Unrotate. Last time. Moving the pubic bone down, sitting tall. We're all the way in the twist now. Keep your arms active. Everything stays the same except that only the head comes all the way out and it turns over, looking over that front shoulder. Come back into the twist. Inhale as you go. Exhale all the way deep into the twist. We pause for a quiet moment. Come out slowly. Beautiful. Now we're going to head into a forward bend, and I'm going to play with this forward bend where we have one knee out to the side and we have space in between the foot and the leg. You could use a block to support under the leg if you need it. Take the meat of your butt and move it out. You may need to be on a bit of a blanket. I came down to the floor. And we're going to explore movement. Beginning, I'm going to come forward towards my bent leg foot. I'm going to fold down, lower the head, notice the sensation. We're going to come back to this place in a moment, so I want you to really notice, what do you feel? Where is it? Use your hands against the floor to come up a little bit. Move an inch or two closer to the straight leg. Bend the elbows, coming down super slow. Let your head go, noticing that sensation. Relax the bent leg. Now go back to our first position. Walk back over to the bent leg, go back to where you started, come back down. See what you notice. A lot of times I'll come back to this starting place and it feels completely different. And that inspires us to keep going. Go over towards the straight leg. Move away from the straight leg. Move towards the straight leg. Now I'm going to hang out over here at the straight leg. My leg that is straight is my left leg, so I'm going to put my left hand on the floor and take my opposite arm, my right arm, is going to reach out over my toes. So you can touch your toes if you want, but I really like when the hand is above the toes and reaching out beyond the toes. Imagine your fingers have gone further than your foot. And we really get a lot of change through the whole back of the body. Take a big breath. When you're ready, lower the arm. Walk yourself back up. Change sides. Visit and leave. Visit and leave. Like good company, right? My feet, my foot and my leg are apart. Please support under the knee if you need it. We're going down towards this foot. We're going to visit, notice, and leave. Walk an inch or two over closer to the straight leg. Go into the forward bend, visit, and leave. Go back towards the bent leg. Go back to the starting place. See if it feels a little looser now. I'm hoping not only do you feel some stretch in the back of your straight leg, but I'm hoping you're feeling a little pulling sensation in the back of your hip. So this is our Janu Shavasana today. This gets into the piriformis. Start to work your way over towards the straight leg. If my right leg is forward, my right hand goes to the ground, so the opposite arm, left arm, reaches out over towards the toes. And as I reach out, I can feel that stretch from my hand through the shoulder down to the back of the waist. When you're done, lower the arm, hang the head, come up nice and slow. Beautiful. And the moment you've all been waiting for. Lunge. We've been contracting the psoas to get it to release. Now we've started to get stretchy. Create some length. Maybe blocks tall to come in. Pick your foot. I don't care left or right. I don't mind. Oh, yes. Here we go. Back and forth we go. Keep the toes down. Keep the knee bent. Lower the head. And bend the front knee. Now, when we go back, the psoas, both psoases are short. When you bend the front knee, the back leg psoas is being asked to be very long. And I like when we move back and forth because we're coaxing the psoas into becoming more supple. We're stretching it, but then we're releasing, and stretch and release. So we don't push and shove. When you've had enough of the movement back and forth, you can stay in the lunge. Maybe you make your blocks a little shorter. If you want to, stay where you are. If you want to go a little further, bend the back ankle, tuck the toes, push down into the arms and lift your butt. Align the front knee over your heel and press through the back thigh, back heel, arms strong, looking down, belly in. Turn on your core. Sink the hips, press through the back heel. When you're ready, lower the knee. Keep the toes tucked if they are and drop the head. That will be super duper duper stretchy. Release the foot and back all the way up. Let's bring the blocks super tall. Lift your toes and wiggle your heel forward. My bottom leg is still vertical. Notice we're going to untuck. So I'm going to move my pubic bone down, send my butt back, bend the ankle deeply. I'm moving my butt away from my heel. This gives us a fascial pull in the back of the leg. Soften out of it for a moment. Let's do it one more time. Untuck, pubic bone down, put your butt out, bend your ankle, toes up, knees straight. Take a breath. And come out. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Ready? Lunge. You're going to feel so good when you get out of this practice today and go for a walk and drink some water. You're going to think, oh my gosh, my body feels so amazing. Got to put the time in, right? Back and forth. Nice and slow. We're on side 2. Moving back and forth. Remember when you go back to keep your toes down on the floor. If you look at your foot when you go back, if your toes want to lift up off the ground, you have bumped into some tight fascia. Keep the toes down. Feel that stretchy feeling in the top of the foot. If you're going to join me for lifting the back knee, go ahead and make your blocks a little shorter so they're stable. You could keep moving back and forth if you like. Bend the back ankle, tuck your toes, lift your butt. Align your knee over your heel and press through the back thigh. Super strong arms are pushing the floor away. You can turn on your core, sink the pelvis towards the floor, press through the back heel. Super stretchy. When you're ready, lower that knee. Keep the toes tucked, drop your head. That'll be stretchy in the back leg. Relax the back toes and back up your butt. Keep the foot out there. Wiggle your heel forward. My knee is straight. I'm going to untuck the pelvis. Bend the ankle deeply. The stretches from the bottom of the foot up to the heel. Great for plantar fasciitis. Relax the foot. Do one more time. Go bend the ankle. Untuck the pelvis. Take a breath. Notice how my chest is up. I'm not trying to put my face on my knee. And then come out of there, release. Pull the foot back. And we're heading down to the floor. If you want to do a little cat and cow there, you could. That might feel really nice. Don't go to child's pose. Caught ya. Don't go to child's pose. Maybe a little cat and cow. See how you're moving. And then if you're like, yeah, I love cat and cow, but what about downward facing dog? If downward dog is in your wheelhouse, go ahead. You go to cat pose, tuck the toes, and send your butt back. Pressing through your arms, rotating the arms inwards towards each other. Let your shoulders come up towards your ears. You're in a tucked position. The belly is in. You can walk your dog, bending your ankles, making your toes bend. Oh, my ankles are cricking and cracking. If you're not joining us in downward facing dog, preparing for Shavasana, pressing down through both heels. And give it a break. Whenever you're doing yoga class, whenever you're in cat and cow, if you feel warmed up and loosey-goosey enough, go ahead and visit that down dog, you know. All right. Let's prepare for Shavasana. So whatever you're going to use for under your legs. Remember, you don't want your feet just dangling in the air. You want to feel some support under your feet. And let's get this long skinny blanket ready. So I'm going to take this long blanket and I'm going to zigzag it. Don't roll it. Make it a zigzag so it's kind of flat. If you're using a thin blanket, then you could use two. And we're going to bring that behind the body. So I'm going to scooch my butt in nice and close to my blankets, and I'm going to bring the blanket in. So we're not sitting on this blanket. I scooch the blanket up into the butt, and as I lay back, I want to take the back of the blanket and I'm going to tuck it under. This is important. Tuck it down towards the floor. And this will create a nice support at the back of your neck. The other end of the blanket is supporting your lumbar curve. And your arms rest out to the sides, palms up. Heels supported, behind the knees supported, the whole spine, the forehead a little higher than the chin. And we practice. We're going to inhale for the count of 4. We're going to pause for the count of 2. And then we're going to exhale for the count of 6. And then take a normal breath. I'll talk you through the first few. We're going to do a little bit longer breathing practice today. Just get into a rhythm. I'll bring you back when we're done. Let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2. Exhale,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just take a normal breath. Begin again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a normal breath. Begin again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a normal breath. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Counting for yourself. Inhale, feel the lungs expand. Enjoy the pause. And as you exhale, soften from the chest down into your belly. Maybe you need a normal breath, maybe you don't. As you inhale, we're inhaling to about 60% capacity. And as you exhale, you might find that you can exhale even longer than the count of 6. Keep it going. Nice and slow and steady. Feeling the sensations of the breath. Keep it going. Inhaling for 4. Pausing for 2. Letting the exhale be longer than the inhale. Try the next few rounds without counting, just feeling. Feeling your exhale is longer than your inhale. One more round of breath.
And then letting the breath return to its natural rhythm. And now we're going to take the blanket out from beneath, so you can bend one knee, then the other, tipping off to the side. Bring your blanket out and maybe keep it folded and bring it beneath your head. Still having that support beneath your head so that your forehead is a little higher than your chin. Arms resting down by your sides, palms up. Or placing your hands on in front of your hips. Maybe even placing a hand on your belly and chest. If you have something to cover your eyes with, that will let your eyes truly relax. And as you settle in, we begin to focus on the body, bringing your awareness down to your feet. Find your right foot, noticing all of the toes of the right foot. Be aware of the whole right foot. Right ankle, lower leg, back of the right knee, front of the right knee, the right thigh, the right side of your right hip, the right side of your waist, right side ribs, right underarm. Be aware of your right hand, right wrist, lower arm, right elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, right side of the neck, right side of your head. Notice your right eye, your right ear, your right nostril. Noticing the breath, having a sense of breathing into the whole right side of the body. Breathing into the right side of the body, as if you could saturate the right side of the body with breath. And then shifting into the left, become aware of your left foot, noticing all of the toes on the left foot, the whole left foot, left ankle, the lower leg, the back of the left knee, the front of the left knee, your left thigh, the left side of your left hip, the left side of your waist, left side ribs, left underarm, left hand, wrist, lower arm, left elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, left side of your neck, left side of your head, being aware of your left eye, your left ear, the left nostril. Notice your breath, breathing into the whole left side of the body, all the way down to the foot, out into your hand, saturating the left side of the body with breath. Now breathing into both sides of the body simultaneously, feeling the breath saturate the whole body. Noticing all parts of the body, outside and inside, resting completely. Allowing yourself to surrender to gravity. Layers and layers of letting go. Continue to rest. I'll bring you back with the sound of the bowl. Notice that you're breathing. Begin to thank your body. Maybe begin down at your feet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moving your awareness through the body, thanking the body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Till you feel this feeling of gratitude filling the body. It's an energetic feeling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's an elevated feeling. Allow that sense of gratitude to change to love, and allow yourself to feel love for your whole body. I love my body. Can you say that to yourself? I love my body. Feeling yourself filled with love. And take a moment, have a sense of the healthiest version of yourself. Physically healthy. What does that look like? Mentally healthy. What does that look like? Emotionally healthy. What does that look and feel like? And then just coming back. Take a breath and take your time rolling to your side. Curl up cozy on your side. Give yourself a moment to pause. When you're ready, peel yourself up. Use your arms to peel yourself up. Bring the palms together in the center of the chest. Seal it in. Take it with you. Bow your head towards yourself. Taking this feeling of gratitude and love towards yourself, towards your body, into your whole day. Namaste. Thank you, lovely human beings, for joining me, taking good care of yourself. Drink some water. Thank you.